Every day, in millions of homes around the world, the same moment happens. You pick up your keys, you put on your shoes, you walk toward the door, and behind you, your parrot begins to scream. Loud, desperate, relentless. Most owners react the same way. They sigh, they roll their eyes, some yell at the bird to stop, some cover the cage, some just walk out faster and close the door behind them, hoping the screaming will eventually fade. But what if I told you that those screams are not what you think they are? What if I told you that your parrot is not being annoying, not being dramatic, and not trying to control you? What if those screams are something far deeper, far more painful, and far more heartbreaking than you ever imagined? Today, I am going to take you inside the mind of a parrot at the exact moment its owner walks out the door. And after this video, you will never hear those screams the same way again. The flock instinct. To understand what happens inside your parrot when you leave, you need to understand one thing first. One thing that changes everything. Your parrot was never designed to be alone. Not for a minute, not for a second. In the wild, parrots live in flocks of dozens, sometimes hundreds. They wake up together, they fly together, they eat together, they sleep together. From the moment a parrot is born to the moment it dies, it is surrounded by its flock. Every single day, every single moment. And there is a reason for this. A parrot alone in the wild is a dead parrot. Predators target birds that are separated from the group. A lone parrot cannot watch for danger in every direction. Isolation does not just feel uncomfortable for a parrot, it means death. So over millions of years of evolution, something was hardwired into the parrot brain. A survival alarm, a psychological trigger that activates the moment the bird senses it is being left alone. That trigger creates panic, real, physical, overwhelming panic. And that is exactly what fires inside your parrot's brain every single time you walk out that door. The contact call. When your parrot screams as you leave, it is not making random noise. It is performing one of the most important social behaviors in the entire bird kingdom. It is called a contact call. In the wild, when a flock member moves out of sight, the remaining birds begin calling. The separated bird calls back. This call and response continues back and forth until the flock is reunited. Contact calls serve one purpose, to say, "I am here. Where are you? Please come back. Stay close. Do not leave me." Your parrot is doing the exact same thing when you walk out the door. It is calling for you, desperately, hoping you will answer, hoping you will come back. But here is where it becomes heartbreaking. In the wild, the flock always responds. Always, every single time. The call is never ignored. The bond is never broken. When you leave your house and do not respond to your parrot's calls, your bird experiences something its brain was never built to handle. Unanswered calls, silence where there should be a reply. In the wild, unanswered contact calls mean one thing. The flock member is gone, taken by a predator, dead, never coming back. Your parrot does not understand work. It does not understand errands. It does not know you are coming back in 8 hours. All it knows is, I called and no one answered, and that means I might be alone forever. What happens inside the body? What happens inside your parrot's body after you leave is something most owners never think about. But researchers have studied it, and the results are devastating. Within 15 minutes of being left alone, cortisol levels in pet parrots rise dramatically. Heart rate increases, breathing becomes rapid. The bird enters a state of genuine physiological stress. But unlike dogs, who typically calm down within 30 to 60 minutes after their owner leaves, parrots do not settle. Studies have shown that some parrots maintain elevated stress levels for the entire duration of the separation. 4 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours. Your parrot is not screaming for 5 minutes and then moving on with its day. It may be spending the entire time you are gone in a state of anxiety, waiting, watching, hoping you will walk back through that door. Some birds pace endlessly. Some pluck their feathers. Some sit frozen and silent, staring at the door. Some refuse to eat until their person returns. And the worst part is, this happens every single day. Every time you leave, every time the door closes, your parrot goes through this cycle of panic and waiting again and again and again. Why some parrots scream more than others. Not all parrots react the same way when their owner leaves, and the reason reveals something deeply fascinating about how these birds love. The parrots that scream the loudest and the longest are almost always the ones that are most deeply bonded to their owner. The stronger the love, the greater the pain of separation. Cockatoos are known for the most extreme separation anxiety because they form the deepest pair bonds of any parrot species. In the wild, cockatoo pairs are almost never apart. They sit together, fly together, groom each other, and sleep side by side every night. When one cockatoo dies, the surviving bird sometimes refuses to eat, refuses to bond with another bird, and shows signs of grief for months. African greys, the most intelligent parrot species, often show separation anxiety differently. Instead of screaming, they may go completely silent. They internalize the pain. They withdraw. Their suffering is quieter, but it is just as deep. And smaller parrots like budgies and cockatiels feel it too. People assume small birds do not form deep bonds, but that is completely wrong. They bond just as deeply. They just express their pain more quietly, which means their suffering often goes entirely unnoticed. What you can do. Now that you understand the truth behind those screams, the question becomes, what can you do? You cannot stay home every minute of every day. Life requires you to leave. But you can change how your parrot experiences those moments. First, create a goodbye ritual. Before you leave, spend a few minutes talking to your parrot in a calm, gentle voice. Give it a special treat that it only receives when you are about to go. Over time, this creates a positive feeling around your departure instead of pure panic. Second, leave familiar sounds playing. A radio or television at moderate volume gives your parrot the sense that voices are still present in the home. Studies show this simple step can reduce stress hormones by up to 30% during separation. Third, give your parrot a job before you leave. Hide food inside toys. Wrap treats in paper. Create foraging challenges that will keep its brain busy. In the wild, parrots spend most of their day working for food. That mental effort keeps anxiety at bay. And most importantly, when you come home, do not ignore your bird. Go to it first. Talk to it. Let it know that the calling worked, that you heard it, that you came back every single time. Because every time you come back, you are teaching your parrot something powerful. You are teaching it that leaving does not mean forever. The next time you hear your parrot scream as you reach for the door, I want you to stop, just for 3 seconds. Turn around, look at your bird, because that scream is not noise. That scream is not a tantrum. That scream is a small creature with a giant heart saying the only thing it knows how to say. Please do not leave me. You are all I have. Your parrot did not choose this life. It did not choose to live away from a flock, in a home where its person disappears behind a door every single day. But it did choose you. Somewhere along the way, you became its flock, its safety, its everything, and every scream is proof of that. You may not be 100 birds flying together through the sky, but to your parrot, you are enough. You are more than enough. You are home. Subscribe to Parrot Mind for more deep parrot psychology. And leave a comment telling us, does your parrot scream when you leave? And how does it react when you come back? Because behind every scream, there is a love story most people never hear.